right by Overton Lake. We pulled her out and started driving. It's windy today, it is windy today, but it's not as windy as Tuesday, so we'll be okay. Crazy. I just don't see exactly where we're going in. It might be there actually. Is that the opening? That is toothpaste. I think it is the opening. We're gonna attempt. It would be nice to sort of do a little swirl around here just to test the fun of it, but I'm gonna restrain myself. And the first mate is here.
Morning.
She's already done a fabulous work.
Reporting for duty, Captain.
Woo! Wow, looks like we're entering a very English jungle. Wow, here we are. Oh yes. This tree just took our chimney replacement. Well, there was a plastic bag on the strap, but now Abby has to secure. Actually, you can keep it off because it's not gonna rain. So in case we encounter more willows. And we're also about to head into the junction where we met the paddleboarders yesterday. So let's see if we can make a sharp turn here actually. Are there any boats? Before we left, and it felt like I had nothing in the prop all the way to Overton Lake, so surprising to see something sort of quite tuckly tucked around the prop. But yeah, I took it out, so hopefully it didn't damage my engine yesterday. Today really is a good day as well because we don't really have much of a time pressure, you know. I don't like Denver as well, and at stand ground as well, we had to be at like, you know, certain times because we had to book entry. But today we don't. We're just going to be at this marina, and they just said, tell us when you're there. So that's nice. We can literally enjoy the forest, the English jungle. Look at this cool bridge. Wow. I must say, it's the most picturesque trip that I'll probably ever take. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of the canal network. It's used to say that, but so far this is the coolest trip I've ever done, and I think it will linger for a while. Okay, here we go. This cruiser just went past us, and then we saw the gates closing, but we actually I first thought, oh, they didn't want to wait for us because the gates are still going down. But I do think it's actually too big so that we don't actually fit close into it. And you know, I'm just going to jump on land. Can't quite see what we're doing. I think I saved myself there, but that wasn't good. There you go. sorted. So it was just slowly draining. We didn't really. We went up there. Essentially, you have to open the gate, and then it opens a bit. Then you wait 2 minutes for it to drain, and then you open the guillotine fully. That was scary because it just bubbled out, and I was like, did I secure her well enough? Oh, we're going up again. It's sort of, you can see it here when it sort of stops bubbling. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh. Abi and her machines. Or machinery. Yeah. And there's cows.
Oh no! Oh my god, we need to be quick! Babies!
Okay, we're going in. Okay, are we ready? We're about to have guillotine on the guillotine. Wow, it looks massive on wide angle. Touchdown. And then it goes quite far down into the water, but I'll leave that to your imagination. This is quite a strong little current. Wow. And this is only one gate. This is why honestly, this is why I want to be on land, really. Yeah, I need to learn how to be on land, but it's just about how to get to that ladder. I mean, the wind now, the boat just pushed it, so that was difficult. I suppose if I just take it slow, I can find a way to get up to one of the ladders. This is Alwalton Lock, and you can even moor up if you're coming from upstream. You can, where are we? You can moor up here, like Olive. Then I wonder, do you have to then reverse out again to go in? That's a bit annoying. But look at Abby working hard. Well, she just went out of shot, but there she is. That was fun. It was quite powerful, the water coming out. I would say next look we're going through, I would like to be on land to try and do it, to see if I can do it alone next week. How fun was that? Great times.
Make friends.
Bye bye. We've got another Peterborough Cruising Club location. The wind is pushing me quite badly. Let's see if my phone survives this. So I have to steer into the wind. Then the wind stopped, and now I just ended up going into the side. Woo! But look at this crazy surroundings. I'm too used to London, you know. I miss out on this kind of this kind of landscape. You can, yeah. The lock is around the corner.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. as long as I cruise in like I did now, and I can just go up. I just need to remember the rope needs to be there, so I don't have to do all that, because you know.
Yes.
There's a very leaky gates. They might be a bit difficult to open because there seems to be quite a lot of downpour. We'll see when it does level out, it might just be that. How exciting. Well, so far so good. And look at these idyllic circumstances around this very intimidating piece of machinery. Look at that little boat, that's so cool. Look at that. And we're closing up, and I must say, without that little thing telling me if it's closed or open, I wouldn't quite know. So look at that. These are much easier to operate, much more similar to the ones on the Grand Union in London than the ones, actually I say on the Regents and the Lee, than the ones on the middle level. They took forever to swivel up and down. Anyway, one door done. Now to walk over to the other side. Because Abi is staying put in the boat. This is me trying to prove to himself that I can do this alone. I just got bitten by a little puppy. What an honour. And now the strength of the Stein shows again. This is much easier than the one we were just in, Alwalton. What is this? Newton lock or something. Oh, look at her. In front of that intimidating little beast. Water Newton lock. Nearly done. Come on.
She made it.
Well done.
No fingers between the rope.
Ah,
I wasn't, but I would have screamed quite loudly. But that was close. It could have been. Then she will close these gates. She will demonstrate perfectly how one closes gates.
ooh, let's do that. That is how it's done.
We haven't checked the sewage situation, but it doesn't smell bad. But we're dealing with a lot of seaweed. Looks like someone's green beard.
Ooh.
Right, so that was two things all at once.
Yeah.
I've just done my first lock alarm. Went quite well, considering windy circumstances. I feel quite okay that I could do that again. I just need to remember to have the rope on my side and drive in, know where the ladder is, so I can jump up. And if the boat is still going forward, doesn't matter, because I've got the rope, I can stop her. That's in my power. Cleaned out weed hatch, that feels always nice. You know, it's a bit like a spring clean, although I have to do it every day. I might just put this back on, which is also for weak ladies can do. All weak ladies can do this because Stein can. I must say this position was probably not thought about. Come on, down you go. This is a stupid way to make a weed hatch, if I could say, as a professional boater of 2 years. Why would you make? It's not a quick release. I wonder if this is the quick release. I don't think it is. Anyway, I need a spanner to open this thing. And it glides on like so. And then you sort of just get a right size spanner and you twist, and you want to make sure you don't twist too much because you will crack the steel, because you are stronger than steel. Never forget that. And with those last words, Kapstein, Gillerstein, Stein, Gillerstein, Kapstein and Gillerstein out. More powerful weir than I expected. So let's go. Look at that. We did it. Take care, Swannies. Don't get taken by the weir. And I think we're going we had to try once, turn around and come back because they wanted us to go into those weeds. So this is where we are now. We're simply here to say no more chip and boat ahoy, but train ahoy. That's it for a lovely journey. 3 days. No prob. Adam, chip ahoy, boat ahoy, train ahoy.